The defense trying to paint the victim, Travis Alexander, as a womanizer who sexually abused and degraded Jodi Arias to the point where she had to defend herself. And this is their desperation move. And, you know, I'm very down the road on all of this. I presented the facts. We have both sides debated. But this, to me, strikes me as Looney Tunes. It's just insane. And yet both sides stipulated that, oh, in the reflection of his eyeball, you do not see her holding a knife. We're going to debate it now with our legal panel, starting with Stacey Honowitz. What the bleep is going on in this trial?
Seriously, when it gets to this level, it gets to a part where you're kind of grasping at straws. And the fact of the matter is, lots of times prosecutors stipulate when they know it's not going to have any bearing on their case. If the defense wants to try to talk about this, the prosecution's going to say, okay, but so what? She's admitted to killing him. This has no bearing on whether or not she had premeditation to go and kill him. And that's really what it boils
Danny
down to.
Savalos for the defense, because I want to hear this.
You know, I heard earlier one of our people talking about why the prosecutor might have agreed to let this into, stipulated essentially to science that is really very questionable. And it probably in the prosecutor's mind, he's put up so much evidence, he may have tunnel vision and think that this was really a collateral issue. But for the defense, this may end up being very significant because it establishes that she was there, which we already knew, but that she didn't have a weapon and only a camera. And that can be very compelling. And if they stipulate, then the questionability of this supposed science goes out the window. They've stipulated, the prosecution had an opportunity to object.
She slashed his tires, and she did all sorts of things where he sent a message saying he was scared of her. I know, he let her into the house and had sex with her. But do you think it would have been something that she would do, hold a knife while she was taking pictures? I mean, if somebody had a knife while they were taking pictures of you, wouldn't you be a little suspicious? Don't people usually spring that on somebody if they're going to kill them? They ambush them with a knife. They don't announce while they're taking photos that they've got a knife in their hand.
First of all, Jane, the fact that she slashed his tires at some other date is not germane to what she did in the moments before this attack. What's germane is what she had in her hands at the time, and there's been a stipulation that she was there, which we already knew, and that she was not holding a weapon, which supports which story? Jodi's story, and not the prosecution. If the prosecution was that afraid of it, they shouldn't have stipulated.
Look, nothing about this picture is germane. This is just another ridiculous defense distraction, and every day that we get more distractions is another day that is justice delayed for Travis Alexander. So I hope they get through this quickly and get on to the real business.
I mean, the point is that, A, I don't buy it. I think it's absurd that you could see in his eyeball Jodi's reflection and could tell that she's holding a camera and not a knife. Secondly, if she wanted to kill him, she wouldn't be holding the knife while she takes the photo. She'd have it right over there somewhere, or maybe in her pants or behind. I could stick this in my pocket. I could stick it in my bra. Any number of places to have a knife over there in the corner to ambush him. So I don't really think it points to anything except that the defense is really at the end of its case, virtually, and knows that these jurors don't seem to be buying the self-defense argument.